Hey everyone, this is an addendum at the end of the championship Hey everyone, this is an addendum to the championship schmoozle that's just happened. I'm not sure if I want to do a season 3 and run it live or not, but I just thought I'd kind of end the season so you can see what is going on. I've already chosen my activities, which is aero focus, aero upgrade, because that gets us 180 resource points, which I'll desperately need to fix the parts for next year. And I've given Delatraz a pace of 3 with the idea that that might actually carry over to next year. I don't know. We'll see. I've been umming and ahhing as to whether or not we actually renegotiate with Delatraz or not, but I'm going to, because I feel like this is a thing that we can get away with. Again, let's send an offer. Oh, you can make the larger offer next day if there's still time, or you can approach other drivers in the market. Louis, you bitch. Wow. I know who I'll go for if we're in trouble. Okay, so happy with that. The next thing that I'm going to do, or I have done, sorry, is No, we've already done that, haven't we? So we've already done an upgrade, all of our upgrades on there. Don't mind me. Sorry, I'm having a brain moment. That's thrown me off. Okay, let's advance.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. While you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
Oh, look, it goes up. So let's go for a low risk. I want to be able to kind of... offer a bit more. Oh, there we go. Signed. Thank you very much, Louis. Naughty, naughty Delatraz. I was just going to bring on Joe otherwise. Okay, so we're in the middle of that. That's great. Okay, let's do our press interview with Mr Buxton. What will this do, I wonder?
Thanks so much for the invitation to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. We've not seen much in the way of development for your second driver. Do you feel that you don't need to, or do you feel that they've already reached their potential? When you're one of the top teams, do you feel like there's less pressure, or even more? You've managed to negotiate contracts with new sponsors. How important is this fresh injection of cash to the team? Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team? Do you see your relationship with your second driver being long-term, or will you be looking for someone else if you're successful?
Reinvest in our staff here.
It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
I feel like that interview is utterly non-representative of the season that we've had. Strange. I don't like it. Okay, that's weekly running costs. That gets us up to 640. Ah, now, hang on. Okay, now we've got 730. What's the maximum we can get away with on the R&D tree? Not a lot, is it? Rear downforce. Reduce drag. That's not a drama really because of how we deal with stuff. Let's go for the rear end plates. Oh, I detest that we're losing 5 things there. That shouldn't be a thing. So annoying. I do think this will completely change up the game, actually. Okay, so we've got 12 million left. Facilities. Oh, when will they give that woman her face back? Okay. Let's finish the season. I wonder where all the drivers go. I'm genuinely intrigued. Oh, superb. Well done. Oh, yes. We need to sort out a better primary sponsor. 57 million though, that is juicy. I want that constructors. I think we're going to do a season 3, but I'll have to like proper chunk it into episodes that will not spam the channel.
We've got a lot of cash sitting around doing nothing. We should start investing that in facility improvements.
Okay, should we change the... Right. Yeah, should we change the livery? Should we go full on BMB? Let's create a new livery. looks like such a Marussia. I do like that tech flow one. I quite like that as a livery, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I'm quite happy with that. And team colours. Yeah, copy livery colours. I'm happy with that. We're on the move. It's got to be 22 races. Why would you do anything else? Okay, I think we'll stay with one shot quali. I'm still happy with the 95, but I think what we might do is just like seriously have like flashbacks off or something so that it really makes me think, and then I can't like not do anything. I can't like restart anything this year because I'm happy with that. Hi everyone, welcome to my team Minardi, although it's looking a little bit more like a Simtech. For the third and what I imagine to be final season of the playthrough, mainly because of time. And I don't want to drown this whole thing in. So I wanted to do like a very quick pre-season episode. I've laid out some of the stuff that I'm going to do already. We're going to do an aero and chassis focus here, and we've got Delatraz in on a driver camp because it's better to fit that in than to do some pre-season merch. The rest of it really didn't matter too much to me. Now, the big thing here was that Seb Vettel retired from the driver market. So, looking at the grid, as you can see, Hamilton and Bottas stay at Mercedes. Verstappen is still at Alfa Romeo. Ricciardo moves to Ferrari, third team in 3 years, bizarrely, to join Charles Leclerc. Sergio Perez is in at AlphaTauri and is joined by Lance Stroll, who moves to AlphaTauri. And AlphaTauri are looking like they could be a real dark horse this season. I'll show you why in a second. Red Bull have promoted Daniel Kvyat back in again alongside Alexander Albon. I love these alternate timelines. So good. McLaren have kept Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris alongside. So all the same there. Renault, still 2 Frenches this season, with Gasly and Ocon staying on board. Both rated 83 as well, which is interesting. Then George Russell stays at Racing Point and is joined alongside by Antonio Giovinazzi, to give the old Crofty way of saying it. He's moved up from Williams, which I think is a big thing for him compared to what it was last year. I'll actually see him get some points. As you can see, Haas, Grosjean clings on for another season, as does K-Mags. So that's what those two are up to. And then, of course, myself and Delatraz in at Minardi. Nick de Vries, despite not scoring anything last year, stays on at Alfa Romeo. And our ex-pilot, Jordan King, joins Nicholas Latifi. There he is. And that's going to be fascinating because Williams, again, have got the worst car, but they've got the worst drivers as well. So that's going to be fascinating because Latifi's only really got up to where these guys could have started from. And I know we've kind of plodded away with Delatraz to get him up to a certain order, but yeah, crazy the way how the stats have gone here, to see how that all ties out. Next thing I'm going to show you is the R&D. Now, as you can see, we are not the top team now. We did not come out of that saving of that regulation change, spit it out Simon, very well at all. Our powertrain, which I haven't actually done anything with. So I wonder if that might change slightly on the powertrain, because we've not signed up for anything again this year. Does that come later on down the line? Must. No, it's not. Now I'm confused. Okay, Honda Power Unit deal continues on. Great. Glad that that's a thing. It didn't actually ask me it. Very strange. Anyway. There's our Louis. Getting back to this. So we've dropped behind Mercedes. Now you can see Ferrari then move up into third ahead of Red Bull. Renault then jump up the order, as does McLaren, who was down in 9th, remember, last season. Then AlphaTauri slipped back from 4th down to 7th. Alfa Romeo stay in 8th, but kind of rejoin back into the midfield. And then Haas kind of rejoin back up. And Williams, I think, technically gain a little bit, or do they kind of... No, it's the same, really, isn't it? So as you can see, we've taken a massive drop. Ferrari didn't take as much of a drop as Red Bull. And there you can see it was Racing Point and Alfa Romeo, actually, both taking drops bigger than the rest of the midfield. So they did drop down a wee bit there. Crazy, hey? Oh, wow. Never mind. So, our big thing here is to get our aero back up to where we need it to be. Because if I look at the powertrain, we're good on the powertrain in terms of development, but it's clear that they've decided the Honda is not as great, because look at all of these different supplies that we've now got missing, and they're all going to have to come again. So they'll help us and they'll get us back to where we need to be. But as you can see, the AlphaTauri, who is also showing us Honda there, has dropped right down as well, as has the Red Bull. So we were looking better last year, not so good this time around. chassis-wise. Red Bull up on top there, followed by us, then Mercedes. You can see dropping all the way down. That's where Williams struggle. But then what was interesting here, and that was why I kind of went AlphaTauri might be a dark horse, is that their aero is third best here. So there could be some circuits where AlphaTauri can really power horse in, especially if they can pull something out of the bag from somewhere else. And this is where we're going to be focusing on building up our morale, getting everything sorted, getting resource points in, and so on and so forth, so that we can basically kickstart our closure back up again to be back in front of the development pack as soon as possible. Which brings us to our facilities. Told you'd get there. I'll get there eventually. So, the first thing that we're going to do, I think I worked this out in my head. Right. Yes. Simon. Okay. So, we're going to go to the chassis and we're going to improve the build time. Sorry, we're going to aerodynamics and we're going to improve the build time for aero. And that is because we want to get everything through as quickly as possible. There. That drops us down to 48 million. Next, we're going to go to durability, because it's the cheapest way to get an increase of resource points every week. I think this is what we're going to do. Bear with me a second. I'm going to triple check. Done that with aero. That's 12. That gives us 48. Yeah, because that was 15. Right. Yeah. Okay. Next. Yeah. So next we're going to do is the fitness center, so that we can upgrade this and get pace and race awareness up for Delatraz, so that we've then got a 2-car team. Then we're going to go to durability, get those resource points straight in the bag there. Then I was going to go to activity management. I could go for sponsor relations, you know, but do you know what? I'm freaking out about my own thing. I might. Yeah, let's do quality control. Because that will get aero up to number 3. I was kind of thinking about that for pace as well, because this is all about making sure that we can have a run at the title. Let's do that. And then we're spreading the love. And that will increase our weekly costs. But we've got better sponsors to come in and try and sort it out. Okay. What's the next thing that I was going to look at? Potentially... Yeah, no, we're okay. We don't have... I mean, we'll have some weekly resources coming in there on the 2nd.
Hey boss, I think we could better manage our time by organising some team activities. Head to the activity screen to see what we have available.
Look at what we're doing, mate. Idiot. So that now brings us in 598. And we can immediately get to work. Or can we? No, we can't. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm not wasting it on reliability. Not yet. Okay, does that now massively improve what we can get away with? No, it still requires the same amount. Yeah, no. So, yep, let's go to the car reveal. I think it looks sexy this year. Minardi Simtech. Eat your heart out.
Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
I will decide that in a minute. I think it's because I don't really want the maybe I do want the fabrication to go up. But I'd rather keep that money and keep that going towards resource point generations and stuff like that. Done. Okay, so we're straight in. Still be ready in time for Bahrain, so let's not push the boat. So there we go, so we've got that one ongoing. Now, do we also go straight in for this? Oh, that makes a huge difference there. So that's great. It still leaves us with 500, so that's good as well. It's just to give us that head start so that we've got several things in development before we kind of need to have them all. So those would get in and that would equal us straight up with Mercedes immediately, practically, which is where we need to be. So that makes me happy. So let's advance time again. Oh wow, look at all of that. Amazing. And look at what that gives us in terms of extra resource points and everything. Oh yes, yes, yes. Which immediately makes me think, come on. And we've reached our capacity there for that already. I don't really want to push that straight in, you know. Okay, so what does that do for us? That now opens us... Right, yeah, let's check facility-wise. So we've now got aero and durability. Oh, let's take a look at the new pictures then. Sexual, loving that. Kind of missing the money on that, aren't we? Okay. That really confused me. But great to see. Ah, and everyone's got a face again. Ah. The horror that was the marketing department is fine. Okay, powertrain. Okay, how many things have we got left then in that? So we've only really got 12. There's hardly anything left for the engine to deal with, so apologies for my general, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not touching durability yet. This is all going to be performance. I still think we can work that one out. I want to get chassis up to level 3 because that's going to be the other big thing that we can push forward on. So let's do that for 5 million. And then the last thing I'm going to do before we go off to Le Grand Prix is just check on what Delatraz's rating is. Look, 87. Haha! We've got a rival. Delatraz should have entered the brigade now, I hope. And be a little bit more with us. So, last thing I wanted to do here was to grab the power mapping. Boost my acclaim because that will also boost the team. And we'll get the media coaching at another day. There we go. We'll dive off to Melbourne. and I'll catch you next time on Higher Plane Games for the third, and I'm assuming final season, where we're going to go for the championship. Bye for now. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.